Hello friends. In this video I am going to discuss about asymptotes. First we come to definition. The line y is equal to mx plus c where m is not equal to 0 is called an asymptote of a curve y is equal to fx if the perpendicular distance of any point pxy on the curve from the line approaches 0 as x tends to plus infinity or minus infinity. For example, if I have this curve y is equal to fx and this is a line y is equal to mx plus c, then this line will be asymptote to this curve y is equal to fx. If I take any point pxy on the curve, then the perpendicular distance of p from this line y is equal to mx plus c is 0 or tending to 0 as x tends to plus infinity or minus infinity. See here, distance is reducing to 0 as x tends to infinity. If I take p to be here, then this is the distance, this perpendicular distance. As x tends to infinity, distance is also tending to 0. That this is the definition of asymptote. In this case, this line will be an asymptote to this curve. Similarly, if my curve is like this, y is equal to fx, then this line will be the asymptote to this curve, since as x tends to infinity, this perpendicular distance of any point p on this curve to this line y is equal to mx plus c tends to 0 as x tends to infinity or minus infinity. This is the definition of asymptote. Okay, now the line y is equal to mx plus c is an asymptote of the curve y is equal to fx if by definition perpendicular distance of any point on the line approaches to 0. Okay, now perpendicular distance of any point on the curve y is equal to fx to the line y is equal to mx plus c is given by this. We know this 1 plus m square as this tends to 0 as x tends to plus infinity or minus infinity. Okay, where p denotes the perpendicular distance. P is the perpendicular distance of any point p x y on the curve from the line. This is the formula for the perpendicular distance. Now this implies limit x tending to plus minus infinity y minus mx minus c is equal to 0. This also gives us limit x tending to plus minus infinity y minus mx is equal to c. Okay, this also gives us this. Now also we have limit x tending to plus minus infinity y minus mx minus c is equal to 0 can also be written as limit x tending to plus minus infinity, taking x common here. This is y by x minus m minus c by x is equal to 0. This gives us limit x tending to plus minus infinity y by x is equal to m. This is 0. This is also 0 when we take x to this right hand side, 0 by x. Then on taking limit, we have limit x tending to plus minus infinity y by x is equal to m. Okay, from these two equations we get the values for m and c. Therefore we have a rule here, rule to find asymptotes. The line y is equal to mx plus c where m is not equal to 0 is an asymptote of the curve y is equal to fx where M and C are determined by M is given by limit x tending to plus minus infinity y by x, and C is given by limit x tending to plus minus infinity y minus x. From these two we find the values of M and C, and then substitute these values in the line y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, now we consider some examples so that asymptote will be more clear to us. Okay, now if I have, first let us understand asymptotes more clearly. Okay, now if I have this curve, y is equal to 1 upon 1 plus x square. Now let us plot the graph of this curve. Now if I give some values to x, if I give 0 here, then y will be 1, and on taking plus or minus 1, this will be 1 by 2. Now on taking plus minus 2, this will be 4, so 1 by 5, this will be 1 by 5. On taking 3, this will be 9, that is 1 by 10, that is this is 0 0.5, 0 0.2 and 0 0.1. Okay, on plotting the graph of this function, let this be 1, 2 and 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay, let this be 1, this will be 0 0.5. Okay, then 0 0.2, 0 0.1. Now when x is 0, y is 1 here. When x is 1 or minus 1, this will be 1 by 2 here. And on taking 2, it is 0 0.2, say here, and on this is 0 0.1. Therefore graph is of this form. Okay, graph is of this form. This is a line y is equal to 0, x-axis. Now from this graph, it is clear that as x tends to infinity, distance of any point on this curve to this line is 0. That means y is equal to 0, that is x-axis is in asymptote by definition. From the graph, it is clear that as x tends to infinity, any point on this curve to this line, perpendicular distance of any point from this curve to this line tends to 0. That means y is equal to 0 is an asymptote to this curve. The line y is equal to 0 or x-axis is the asymptote to this curve by definition. Okay. If I take next curve to be, let us take y is equal to 1 by x, where x is not equal to 0. Okay, when I plot this graph, take some values to x and y as, if my x is 1, then it will be 1. If it is minus 1, it is minus 1. Okay, 2, then 1 by 2, minus 2, then minus 1 by 2. Same way 3, 1 by 3, minus 3, minus 1 by 3. Okay, when we plot this graph of this curve, let it be 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and this is 1, minus 1, 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2 here. Okay, when we plot this graph, at 1 it is 1, at minus 1 it is minus 1, at 2 it is 1 by 2, and at minus 2 it is minus 1 by 2 here, Okay, minus 0.5, this 3, 1 by 3, that is 0.33, somewhere here. When we plot this graph will be of this form. Sorry. Okay, and same here, graph will be of this form. Now from this graph it is clear that as any if we take any point here, then distance of this point to this line from y-axis tends to 0, and also distance of any point from this curve to this line also tends to 0. Here also 0, here also 0, and same way here also and here also. Okay, that means lines x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 both are asymptotes. X-axis and y-axis both are asymptotes. Okay, if I take any point here, then distance is 0. Any point here, distance is 0. Same here. Okay, if I take next, y is equal to x cube by 1 plus x square. Then same way, if I plot my graph, then graph is of this form. Then graph of this function is of this form. Then this line y is equal to x will be an asymptote. Graph of this function is like this, and in this case y is equal to x. The line y is equal to x is an asymptote by definition, is an asymptote. Okay, this is by definition. As I take any point x here, point here, then distance will be tending to 0, and same here. Therefore this line is y is equal to mx, y is equal to x. Here m is 1. This line will be an asymptote. This is a definition of asymptote. Okay, now consider some examples how to find asymptotes of a given curve by finding values of m and c. Okay, now find the asymptotes. Find the asymptotes of the curve x cube plus y cube is equal to 3axy. Okay, let us find asymptote. Now this given curve can be written as dividing by x cube, then this can be written as 1 plus y by x whole cube minus 3a y by x square is equal to 0, dividing by x cube. Since we have to take limit extending to plus minus infinity, and will determine the values of m and c in this form y by x. Okay, now this further can be written as 1 plus y by x whole cube minus 3a y by x into 1 by x is equal to 0. Now taking limit as x tending to infinity, plus minus infinity, and using limit x tending to plus infinity y by x. Okay, we can take any limit, take x tends to plus infinity only, and using this result, limit x tending to infinity y by x is equal to m, we get, on taking limit, I get 1 plus, this will be m cube, and this will be minus 3a into m, and 1 by x will be 0 as x tends to infinity. I get this. This implies 1 plus m cube is equal to 0. Now that is, on applying the formula of a cube plus b cube, I get 1 plus m into m square minus m plus 1 is equal to 0. Now on solving this, I get imaginary roots or roots in complex numbers. Only m is equal to minus 1 is the real root. M is equal to minus 1 is the only real root. Only real root. Okay. Now this is the value of m is equal to minus 1. Now we have to determine the value for c. And we know c is equal to limit x tending to plus infinity y minus mx. Okay. Now this gives limit x tending to infinity, m is minus 1, that means limit y plus x. Let this be equal to limit x tending to plus infinity, p is equal to c, where x plus y is equal to p. I take p to be y plus x, and this gives us y is equal to p minus x. Now substituting y is equal to p minus x in given equation. This x cube plus y cube minus 3axy is equal to 0. Then we get x cube plus p minus x whole cube minus 3ax into p minus x is equal to 0. Now applying the formula for a minus b whole cube, this is a cube plus 3ab square minus 3a square b plus b cube. Okay. This is a formula minus 3x p square plus 3x square p minus x cube is minus 3apx plus 3ax square is equal to 0. Okay. On applying a minus b whole cube formula here, a cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. This is a formula for a minus b whole cube. A cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. This is the formula for a minus b whole cube. Applying here and solving, I get this. Okay. Now here we see this can be simplified as p cube minus 3xp square plus 3x square p minus 3apx plus 3ax square is equal to 0. Now this is equal to, on dividing by x square, this is p cube by x square minus 3p square by x, 1x will get cancelled out, plus 3p minus 3ap by x plus 3a is equal to 0. Okay. This I get. Now on taking limit as x tends to infinity and using limit x tending to infinity, p is equal to c here. Okay, we get this will be 0, 0. This again will be 0. This will be 3p. And on taking limit, this will be 3c. Now this will be 0. And this is 3a. Okay. Now this gives us c is equal to minus a. Okay. Therefore, y is equal to mx plus c. M is minus 1 and c is minus a. that is y plus x plus a is equal to 0 is the asymptote of given curve. This is how we have to find the asymptote by determining values of m and c. Okay. Now we have to result asymptotes which are parallel to x-axis are called horizontal asymptotes. Okay, and by definition there is another method to find the asymptotes for horizontal and vertical asymptotes. First, for horizontal asymptotes, the line y is equal to b is called horizontal asymptote of curve y is equal to fx if at least one of the following condition holds. If limit x tending to plus infinity fx is equal to b, or if limit x tending to minus infinity f of x is equal to b. Okay, from this limit we can easily find our horizontal asymptotes. Okay, same way if same way I have this result 2 asymptotes which are parallel to y-axis are called vertical asymptotes. Okay, are called vertical asymptotes. Now vertical asymptotes can be determined by using this result. The line x is equal to a is called vertical asymptote of the curve y is equal to fx if at least one of the following condition holds. Conditions are limit x tending to a plus f of x is equal to plus infinity. Second, limit x tending to a minus f of x is equal to plus infinity, or limit x tending to a plus f of x is equal to minus infinity, or limit x tending to a minus f of x is equal to minus infinity. Out of these four conditions, if any one of the condition holds, then in that case line x is equal to a is called the vertical asymptotes. And we have next result, asymptotes not parallel to either axis, neither to x-axis nor to y-axis, then that asymptotes are called oblique asymptotes, which are neither parallel to x-axis nor to y-axis. Then in that case, that asymptotes are called the oblique asymptotes. Okay, and the method to find these oblique asymptotes is the one we have discussed earlier, in the form of we have to determine m and c, and then substitute those values in y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, now consider some examples. Now y is equal to 3x plus 1 by x. Okay, now this can be written as 3 plus 1 by x. We can write this as this. Now, on taking limit x tending to infinity, f of x, let this be f of x, y is equal to fx. Then I have limit x tending to infinity, 3 plus 1 by x, and 1 by x is 0 when x tends to infinity. Therefore, this is 3. Okay. Therefore, by definition of horizontal asymptote, y is equal to 3 is horizontal asymptote. Horizontal asymptote by definition. Okay. When we plot this, plot the graph of this curve, then this line is of this form. Let this be equal to y is equal to 3. Then graph of this curve is like this. And from graph it is clear that y is equal to 3 is asymptote to this curve, and since it is parallel to x-axis, it is called the horizontal asymptote. Okay. Now consider next example. Now I consider next example. Y is equal to x minus a. Okay. Now limit x tending to a plus 1 upon x minus a. Then clearly it is equal to infinity, as my x tends to a plus. On replacing x by a plus h in this and taking limit as h tends to 0, this limit will come out to be infinity. And also limit x tending to a minus 1 upon x minus a is minus infinity. On taking a to be, if we put x is equal to a minus h and then take h to be limits tending to 0 plus, then also limit limit will be minus infinity. Okay. Therefore, by definition of vertical asymptotes, therefore x is equal to a, therefore x is equal to a is a vertical asymptote. Okay, vertical. Now when we plot the graph of this curve, then this curve is of this form, and clearly by definition of asymptote, this line is asymptote to this curve. Okay, and since it is parallel to y-axis, by definition this is called the vertical asymptote. Okay, now consider next question. Find the asymptotes of the following curves. Okay, first take y to be equal to x square plus 2x minus 1 upon x. Now limit x tending to 0 plus x square plus 2x minus 1 by x. Now this is equal to, on taking limit to be 0 plus, means we have to replace x by 0 plus h, then take h to tending to 0 plus. This will be h square plus 2h minus 1 by h, and this is limit h tending to 0, this will be h plus 2 minus 1 by h, that is this is minus infinity. Therefore by definition, therefore x is equal to 0 is a vertical asymptote, is a vertical asymptote. Okay, next we check for horizontal asymptotes. For that we have to take limit extending to plus infinity or minus infinity. Now limit x tending to infinity, x square plus 2x minus 1 upon x, this can be written as limit x tending to infinity on dividing by x, this is x plus 2 minus 1 by x, and this is equal to infinity. Okay, no finite limit, therefore no horizontal asymptote, no horizontal asymptote. Okay, now we shall determine oblique asymptotes. Now we shall determine oblique asymptotes. And for this we have to find the values of m and c. Now m is equal to limit x tending to plus or minus infinity y by x. Okay, now this is limit x tending to plus or minus any limit. I can take x square plus 2x minus 1 by x square, x, and on dividing I get limit x tending to plus minus infinity, this will be x plus 2 minus 1 by x. This is y by x, and this will be square. Again I write this is limit x tending to plus minus infinity, we have x square here, this is x square plus 2x minus 1 upon x square, and this can be written as limit x tending to plus minus infinity, on dividing by x square I get 1 plus 2 by x minus 1 by x square, on taking limit this will be 0, this will be 0, this is equal to 1, therefore m is equal to 1. Now c is given by limit x tending to plus minus infinity y minus mx, m is 1, therefore this is limit x tending to plus minus infinity y minus x. Okay, therefore this is limit x tending to plus minus infinity, substituting value of x, value of y, x square plus 2x minus 1 by x minus x. Okay, now this can be written as limit x tending to plus minus infinity, x square plus 2x minus 1 minus x square by x. This will x will get cancelled out. Okay, now we are left with this is equal to limit x tending to plus minus infinity 2x minus 1 by x, which can further be written as limit x tending to plus minus infinity divide by x, this is 2 minus 1 by x, on taking limit x tending to plus minus infinity, this is 2. Okay, therefore asymptote is given by y is equal to mx plus c, substituting m to be 1 and c is 2, y is equal to x plus 2 is the oblique asymptote. Okay, clear? Consider next example. Let y to be equal to x square minus 5x plus 7 upon x square minus 5x plus 6. Okay, now this curve is given to us. Now this can be written as x square minus 5x plus 7 upon, this is x minus 2 into x minus 3, x square minus 3x minus 2x plus 6. This. Okay, this can be written as like this. Now On taking limit x tending to 2 plus y, this is equal to limit x tending to 2 plus x square minus 5x plus 7 upon x minus 2 x minus 3. ठीक है, this limit h tending to 0 plus take x to be 2 plus h and then h tends to 0 plus. This will be 2 plus h whole square minus 5 2 plus h plus 7 upon 2 plus h minus 2 2 plus h minus 3. Okay, now this is equal to limit on solving. This is 4 plus 4h plus h square minus 10 minus 5h plus 7 by h into h minus 1. That is, this is limit h tends to 0 plus, this will be h square minus h plus 1 upon h into h minus 1. Okay, on taking limit as h tends to infinity, h tends to 0, this comes out to be infinity only. This is 0 minus 0, 1 by 0, which is infinity. Numerator, it has 1 in the numerator and 0 in the denominator. Therefore, limit is infinity. Okay, this implies x is equal to 2 is an asymptote. Okay, similarly on taking limit as x tending to 3 plus, I get x is equal to 3 is an asymptotes. Okay, these two are vertical asymptotes. Okay, now for horizontal asymptote, for horizontal limit x tending to infinity, x square minus 5x plus 7 upon x square minus 5x plus 6. Now dividing by x square, both numerator and denominator, I get this as 1 minus 5 by x plus 7 by x square, and this will be 1 minus 5 by x plus 6 by x square. And as x tends to infinity, 1 by x tends to 0. On taking limit, this will be 1. This is 0, this is 0, 0, 0. This will be 1. Therefore, by definition, y is equal to 1 is an asymptote. This is horizontal. Okay. Now, we shall determine oblique asymptotes. Now, for this, m is equal to limit x tending to plus minus infinity y by x, and this is equal to limit x tending to plus minus infinity x square minus 5x plus 7 upon x into x square minus 5x plus 6. That is, this is limit x tending to plus minus infinity x square minus 5x plus 7 by x cube minus 5x square plus 6x. Now, on dividing numerator and denominator by x cube, this is limit x tending to plus minus infinity, this will be 1 upon x minus 5 by x square plus 7 by x cube. Okay, and this will be 1 minus 5 by x plus 6 upon x square on dividing by x cube, both numerator and denominator. Now on taking limit, this will be 0, 0, 0, and here it is 1. Therefore, limit is 0 by 1, that is 0. Okay, that means therefore m is equal to 0. Now if I take m to be 0 in this, y is equal to mx plus c, then this will be of the form y is equal to c. That means I get horizontal asymptote. Okay, therefore no oblique asymptote. Since m is 0, my slow asymptote will be of the form y is equal to c. Like this, y is equal to 1. Therefore, no oblique asymptote for this curve. Okay. No oblique asymptotes, and vertical and horizontal we have already determined. Okay, in my next video I'm going to discuss some other methods to find asymptotes. If you have any queries or any suggestions, please write to me in comment box. Thank you.